All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to tonight's call, our conversation. This is Talking Business, or actually Talking Finances with NBB and some of the associates that we have on the call on a regular basis. We got Miss Bertha Winston out the DMV. Some people might be popping on. They might be running late. I don't know. We ain't going to worry about it. We're going to keep on going. My name is Eric McKinley. I'm the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. And I want to welcome you to tonight's conversation. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and get on my trusty phone. That's how I do it, y'all. And I'm going to share this, okay? So I'm going to share this. I'm going to tag you, Miss Bertha, in this thing right here. So you can actually share this with your group, your team, your people. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And having this conversation, man, I get excited about tonight's call.
Oh, yeah.
I know for a fact that we are actually talking about some things that people are going to want to hear about. And I know for a fact that people are wondering what it is. We got Mr. James Hall out of Falling Waters, West Virginia, just popping on. People are going to be wanting to know what we're talking about. And I'm excited tonight. Miss Bertha popped off. She coming back on as well. And they got to hit you too, Mr. Hall. All right. And then let me see. She got Miss Lillis on. She's popping in. Miss Lillis Lumpkins out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm better than amazing.
Hey, James, how are you?
I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Too blessed to be stressed, man. That's you know what? You one of the coolest dudes I know, man. You one of the coolest dudes I know. I don't care what anybody. You are cool, man. You are laid back and have it going. And Miss Bertha's probably trying to get in right now. She popped out. She's gonna pop back in. We're gonna share this to a couple of groups. I tagged y'all already. I'm gonna share this to a couple of groups. And let's see. What we talking about tonight, y'all? Y'all know what we're talking about? It's tax time.
Perhaps.
Yeah, everybody looking for a refund, right?
Well, you know.
Okay. Everybody looking for a refund, man. For the most part, anyway. We're gonna talk about this, man, and see if it kind of makes sense to some people. I got Miss Bertha back in. Got my man.
I told you my computer be acting up, man.
That's all right. Mr. Reed's trying to get in, but he is not populating.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he's about to come on. So we're going to get started. When he pops in, he pops in. I want to share this one more with a couple more people. Like I said, if y'all jump on to see this, like it, share it, and tag somebody because somebody's going to want to hear this information. We got a tax professional on the call.
Yes,
so he's going to be able to give some insight on what we're talking about tonight. He's going to be able to get some insight on what we're talking about tonight. And listen, everybody may not agree with what we're talking about, and that's fine. But we want to give you a different look, both business owners and people who are working jobs. There's different things to think about when you're talking about it. So I'm going to read this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's tax time, y'all. And many of us are looking for refunds. Now we're going to go around the table and talk about what are some myths that we heard about a tax refund. And did you know that it's possible to get a refund throughout the year? Also, what are some reasons people overpay their taxes throughout the year? And what are some advantages and or disadvantages of a refund? I think those are some valid questions. What do you think, Mr. Professional?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that sounds good to me. We can have a serious conversation.
Yeah, this is a serious night.
We can have some
this
serious
gonna step on some toes tonight.
Well, yeah, you know, it may hopefully instead of so much toe stepping, hopefully we have some eye openers. Hopefully open some eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start with the young ladies. We got Miss Lillis. She's probably shaking right now because she don't like to talk, y'all. I'm just messing with you. We're gonna get you out of that though. You're
Did
gonna
you see me shaking?
no, I don't see you shaking. You looking calm, actually. It's gonna be like a light switch. We're gonna turn you on, and then we're just gonna get you to flip it off. You'll be going back to where you need to be. So thank you for jumping on tonight. Appreciate it. What I like to know is the first thing, it's tax time. It's a lot of people that's looking for refunds. A lot of people paid into the system all year via that's what they've been taught to do. And now they're looking for refunds. Now, I want you to talk to me about some of the myths about a tax refund. Some things that you have heard about a tax refund.
About what you claim on your tax return?
Well, just in general, anything. What have you heard about a tax refund?
That you're getting your money back.
You getting your money back. I like that one.
That's my money. It's time for me to get my money back. But
yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. I don't know. That one might beat everything. You know what I'm saying? That might beat everything, that you're getting your money back. Miss Bertha, what are some stories or some myths that you've heard about a tax refund?
I can't wait till I get my tax return.
And why?
So that I could pay some bills.
Okay.
So I could go on vacation.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. This is a great conversation.
Yeah.
What are some things, some myths that you heard about your tax return, Mr. Hall?
I mean, there's plenty. So, the biggest myth of all really is, this tax refund is my emergency savings. That's one of the biggest ones, right? People look at it as it's their emergency fund, and I've heard several people say that. Well, the government is saving my money for me. So what better thing can I do?
Yeah, and we're so I like to have fun. So if y'all just jumping on, we having a conversation about it's tax time, and just recently, because I think it got extended. It's usually we usually are able to file what's the 31st of January. So the following day we're able to file. They released the W-2s, which is the form that you get from your job at the end of the year, to be able to properly file your taxes, and then the other documents that you probably should have been getting from investments or anything else. Okay, school, whatever tax documents apply. And I've heard some myths as well. I've heard that like Lily said, I can't wait to get my money back, or hey, I have to pay taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that one.
Yeah.
And I was told that for a long, long time. I'm not gonna ruffle too many feathers with, that's not my intention, but I was always taught that it was something I had to do. I had to pay taxes.
Yeah.
That was one of the myths. So I say it's a myth because I learned better. And when you know better, then you have the ability to do better. Now,
we all learn better.
Yeah. So what I learned though is it's not that we have to pay taxes, is that we have to file taxes. I think that's a difference, right?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
We're required to file taxes. If not, then what's that? That's tax evasion, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That's evading taxes. So as we talk about it being tax time and people are actually looking forward to getting their refund back, what are some other things that we look at? Because there's some other things. I mean, did you know it was possible to get your refund throughout the entire year? Did you know that, Lilith?
I didn't.
You didn't know?
I found out a few years ago.
You found out a few years ago. And when you found out that it was possible to get your refund throughout the year, where did that take you mentally? Where did it take you?
Well, at first I didn't believe it until it actually happened.
Hold on now.
All of us.
Hold on now. Let me ask you, why didn't you believe it?
I guess because we were taught so long, we were supposed to, we couldn't get our money during the year. We just got it at the beginning of the year when we filed our tax returns.
I'm trying to figure out
that was the only time we got a tax refund.
Where they teaching this stuff at? I'm trying to figure where they teaching. Just like I just said, that incomplete sentence with the dangling participle. Where they teaching this stuff at? Where are they doing that, Miss Bertha? So you're the senior person on the phone, on the call. Did you know that you can get your refund throughout the year?
Yes and no.
Okay.
And I say no because I didn't have the education about the W-4. I say yes because I did get mine during the year because I had my taxes up 10. So I was getting mine. It might have been illegal, but I was doing it.
That's a good point.
He got this big huge smile on his face. We got Miss Valerie and we got Mr. Trico on the call. Thank y'all for jumping on, man. So make sure y'all like it and share it, please.
So man. Yeah, so when I came into my econ, then I started doing it right. But I was doing it all the time.
Okay, so education does matter, right?
Oh yes, it does. It does.
It is pretty specific. I'm gonna have to let James.
Because I came to the conclusion myself that I needed my money.
Right.
And I felt it was my money. So I was like, okay, I'm putting 10, I'm getting all of my money.
I'm gonna have to let James out this box. He ready to pop out of here, man. I can see him right now. Just got his shirt, just getting ready to rip it off. James, now tell me, man. I heard a part of your testimony. I heard a part of your testimony. I'm not gonna take your thunder. I'm not. But did you know that you can get your refund throughout the year?
Well, look, honestly, man, I was gonna say no, but then I heard what Ms. Bertha said. It's just in. Look, before I found this information, right? I just been going, I won't making enough money.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Money coming in.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, family stayed with us, so it was a lot that happened in that year.
Yeah.
So, you talking about you had yours set to 10. I'm not gonna lie, all transparency, I had mine set to 99. I didn't even know you could fill it out that high, but I tested the limitations because I realized if I'm gonna make it, I need my money and I deal with the repercussions after.
Yeah.
So yes, I figured out that I could keep it, but at the end of the day, I didn't know that that I could actually keep it. I knew I was gonna have to pay it back, or so I thought.
Yeah. But, we don't think about the ramifications or the repercussions of what we do. Sometimes we ask for forgiveness instead of asking for permission. If you understand that or not, I didn't know.
That sounds like a God perspective right there, man.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. Ask for forgiveness instead of permission,
Yes,
and then you deal with it afterwards. I didn't know it for a long time. My wife and I, we struggled. We didn't even know we were struggling, man. Have you ever been having a hard time and didn't really even know that you was having a hard time? We were one paycheck away from slipping on a banana peel and losing our mind, and it's funny now that we think about it. When we talk about it, we can laugh about it. But some people out there ain't laughing. I didn't know. Right. And for years, I had good paying jobs. Even when I had a short break in the military. I had a good paying job. And I had no idea. And I just, who is FICA? For a long time, I didn't know who that was. Who FICA was. Just taking my money. You know what I'm saying? FICA all up in my check.
I knew they weren't a friend.
Yeah, and I didn't know. And like Ms. Bertha said, it wasn't until we started learning strategies on how to legally, how to correct it, and how to legally start getting our money back. And that actually coincides with the next thing, because a lot of people don't know what's some reasons why people overpay their taxes. See, it's a lot of things that we do based off of what somebody told us. Right. And one of the first people that we learned how to fear besides our parents was the IRS. Mm-hmm. They put the fear in us. Don't mess with the IRS. They'll come in the middle of the night and take your kids. They'll all your property. They'll lock your bank accounts down, and they'll put a lock on your house. You can't get in your house. And those things are true, minus the kids. Those things are true, but there's a reason why. But what are some reasons why people willingly overpay, Lillis? Why you think somebody might willingly decide to overpay?
Why would they willingly pay?
Yeah, they people willingly overpay taxes.
I can't answer that question because I have no idea why anyone would want to overpay.
Well, they may not want to, but think about it.
Well, I know the W-2 is the first thing that you need to correct because I didn't know that we were supposed to look. I'm sorry.
W-4, yeah.
W-4, yeah. I didn't know that we were supposed to look at it once a year. I just filled mine out and never looked at it again.
Well, so one of the reasons why people willingly overpay is because they don't know it.
They don't know. They don't know.
They know they overpaying.
They don't know.
What you just said was, and we got Mr. Chauncey Reed. Out of San Antonio just popped on. Get on, man. This thing been trying to get on for a little while.
Yeah.
Not sure if he's gonna be able to see that things. Can you hear me, Chauncey?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. How you doing?
Man, I am good. My camera don't want to do right. Hey, it's trying to cut up. But hey, it don't matter. They ain't got to see me. They can hear me.
You. We see you. We know what you look like, bro. We know what you look like. Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, most definitely, man. Most definitely.
I'm going to let you jump in right after Miss Bertha, okay? We talking about taxes, why people overpay, now we asking why people willingly overpay. But Miss Bertha, why would somebody willingly overpay the taxes on their job? Why would they willingly overpay?
They have no clue or no education, or they just don't know.
They don't know.
They just don't know. I didn't know,
And you know what? Overpaying means that the money is going somewhere other than your pocket.
Of course. It is not. It's going back to them.
It's going
not
back.
You.
And it leaves you sometimes it leaves us in a desperate financial state.
Yeah, but except when they get their refund, and then some of them they want a big refund at the end of the year, so they call it refund.
But they're getting their money back, but they ain't getting it all back.
Yeah, they think that that's their money, which it is their money. They just giving it. They just letting somebody else use it during the year when they could have it themselves. So they don't know. When you don't know, the Bible say our people perish for lack of knowledge. When you don't have a knowledge about a thing, then you don't understand and you don't do anything about it. So they don't know.
Absolutely. And that's a shame because a lot of people have struggled. And I look back at some of the things that happened in the past, especially back in 2008, 2009. They said that when all those people were losing their houses, when the market crashed, actually it ballooned. Had those fixed fixed rates. They had arms. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
that was a scam.
That was one of the wealthiest people in the country, in the world, actually had some dealings with that. That's what happens. Same thing with the stock market. They rushed and inflated, but they said if people had an additional $300 to $500 more, then many of them wouldn't have lost their homes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So Chauncey, if you can unmute yourself, man, what are some reasons why you think people would willingly overpay their taxes on their job?
Man, on their job? Well, I'm gonna say two reasons. Which I heard y'all talking about one of them. Of course, at the end of the year, they want Uncle Sam to save money for them so they can get a big lump sum at the end of the year. That's usually what happens. And man, the falsehood for that is just crazy for allowing that to happen. And then I would have to say the next one would be the fact that they just don't know. People just don't know. Because I know me. When I didn't know this information right here, matter of fact, because of the information I didn't know, I lost over $1 million. I actually did the numbers. I lost over $1 million from what I did not know. Now, that's just me when I found out. I don't know how many other people are out there that have lost more or even made more than me.
Right.
So that's the scary part. I'm sitting up here like, wait a minute. I gave away $1 million.
So hold on now. When you talk about people, they just don't know. When you say you lost $1 million, when you saying you lost $1 million, you talking about, did you lose $1 million straight up, or did you lose $1 million? Help me out.
No. It might as well be straight up, because what I didn't know, I lost $1 million. Hey, it was over a time span.
It was
$1 million, and it's crazy because I didn't even know. I think that's worse than anything. It was the same money that was supposed to be coming out of my check, but I was giving away more and more. Mm-hmm. And that's the part that scared me more than anything. When I did the numbers, I was like, boy, you are crazy. Why are you giving away $1 million and you got over $20-something thousand in credit card debt? You got a house note. You got car notes. You got student loan debts. I was like, man, wait a minute. That $1 million could have took care of all of that.
Absolutely.
So you could have been debt-free, wealthy, retired, all that stuff, just living a dream, all because you didn't know that you was overpaying. And you did it. And when I asked the question, James, and I said willingly, a lot of people don't know that they're doing it willingly. And I know that sounds like it might be a loaded question, but why would somebody do it and knowing that they do it?
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Everybody's answer was great. It was on point. But let me throw an extra tip in, or extra, kind of concept. And I really think what it is we don't have the right perspective of our money. Mm-hmm. You see, when we're not used to valuing our money, regardless of whatever we get, right? You can get $100,000 in a year. You can get 20. If you don't value your money, it's going to go to somebody else anyway. So I think it all boils down to perspective. I say this all the time, and I like to repeat it because it's something God gave to me. There's 3 things that's needed to change. You need new knowledge, you need new wisdom, but that third part is the most key. You need perspective. When we realize that there's a holiday every year designed to get our money every single month of the year, then we start to realize that our money has value. The majority of the populace don't even know their money has value. They say, man, I'm not making enough. I'm only making 30 a year. I'm only making 100 a year. I'm not making enough. They don't know their money has value, so it always leaves them. So the W-4 really is no different. They're used to their money leaving them. I was used to my money going out and not coming in. I was used to being in debt because I didn't value the money that I was making. I was ungrateful for it. Because I was ungrateful for it, I went to borrow more because I felt like I needed more. Everything boils down to perspective. When you value your money, then you stop losing it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
That's right.
I don't even want to talk about the next question. I want to talk about that more. The fact that you say that people don't value their money, so it grows legs and walks away from them. That reminds me of the scripture in the Bible of the good person leaves an inheritance for the children's children, and the wealth of the wicked is set aside for the righteous, stored up for the righteous. When we don't value our monies, and I'm talking plural for a reason, then what happens is different areas in our lives, because there's 97 or so different taxes out there that we might have to pay. Okay. I'm not sure, it may have grown some, I don't know. But that's what America's dealing with. So just the basic person that has a job, and I shouldn't say basic, just the average person, that has a job. Now you're looking at things that you don't even pay attention to, like sales taxes. You're looking at things that you don't really pay attention to, like real estate taxes. We don't look at, we don't look at things like that because to us, we've accepted it. James, you said it. We've accepted the idea of debt. And debt in society is acceptable. That's not really frowned upon.
It's preferred.
It's preferred.
Yeah.
It's preferred. So now that we prefer the debt, we accepted the idea that many people have accepted the idea, not buying that in the name of Jesus. I ain't gonna die in debt. That's a lie. The devil is a lie. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not passing that down to my children. We cutting that off now. That's done. But people have accepted the fact that I'm just gonna be in debt. I just owe taxes.
Right. I'm gonna have debt all my life.
My credit just don't stay bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in debt all my life. Yeah.
My mama was in debt. My daddy was in debt. You know, my mama, you know, those types of, like you said, new knowledge. New knowledge brings on new perspective.
And in other words, Eric,
yeah,
to really summarize it, we accept less than God's best.
Oh, wow! You need to say that one again, man.
Yeah, say that again.
It's a summary, right? If you think about everything we just said, it's all encompassing. We accept less than God's best, and in a microwave society, we want to advance things forward without us being ready for it. We accept less than God's best.
That's right.
He said that microwave society. Watch out. They want it so quick. Oh my goodness. And can't grow through the journey.
Can't enjoy it. You're driving so fast that everything's zoom, zoom, zoom. You can't look out the window and enjoy any of the sights or anything because we want it right now. The idea of being, and I don't want to make this about debt, but we know that high taxes bring about debt. High taxes bring about negative cash flow. Remember, the whole conversation goes right back to cash flow. This is a cash flow conversation. Right. So as many of us in America have accepted the idea that we have to pay taxes, I've accepted the idea that I only have to pay what I owe.
Right.
And that knowledge, that newfound knowledge that James says we need new knowledge. That newfound knowledge has allowed us to lower our taxes legally by using strategies. But when the people don't listen, like Ms. Bertha said, then we begin to perish. But also, I believe it also says something about we rejecting knowledge.
Yeah, you can reject it.
We're rejecting it as well. So let's talk about that part. Let's talk about something in your life that you found out, you verified, you've clarified, and you made yourself aware, and now you've shared the information as we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to share with others. Ms. Lillis, you found out that you could legally lower your taxes. You found that out.
I did.
You verified it, you validated all that stuff, and it's true. You can legally lower your taxes on your job, in your life, just throughout your whole existence. Did you tell somebody or did you keep it to yourself?
Oh, I told a lot of people.
You told a lot of people? Give me some of the responses that you got when you was telling people. And please don't curse.
I don't have the responses then.
Tell me some things that people may have said when you told them, hey, you can correct this thing and keep more of your money throughout the year. What's some of the responses that people have for you?
They asked me, was it tax evasion?
Ooh,
seriously. They asked me if it was tax evasion.
A word that we learned but don't know the definition.
Right.
We learned how to say it. We learned Okay.
I didn't even know it. I was doing that.
All I knew was I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, well, that we know it ain't tax evasion. It's not filing or claiming. It's not claiming your income or filing your taxes all together is tax evasion. That's avoiding evading paying taxes. But correcting your W-4 for everybody who's out there might be listening or hear this at another time. We are laughing and having fun, but it really is a serious matter. There's a lot of people who are struggling every day. I think the estimate was about 80%, but I think it's gone up, James. It's gone up. There's more than 80% that are struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck due to the overpayment of taxes on their job and in their lifestyle. And then it's about another 80% or more that are doing that. So the correlation is the direct correlation of that. But it's not tax evasion to legally lower your taxes. As a matter of fact, it's our responsibility. I learned that during research, reading something other than football news and baseball sports news and stuff like that. I've learned that changing my appetite about what I was reading, and I've learned more about finances, that it is our responsibility to legally lower our taxable income. That's as a citizen, it's our responsibility. Miss Berkeley. Now I need you to do the same thing I asked Lilith to do now. Don't cuss. What are some responses? What are some responses that you had when you found out that you could legally lower your taxes? Did you share it with anybody?
Oh yeah. And their response was, "Oh, if I do that, I'm gonna owe at the end of the year." And I like getting a refund.
Ooh, you got it too. They say they're gonna owe at the end of the year, and they like getting a refund.
They like getting a refund.
All right, okay, that's valid because a lot of people don't want to owe at the end of the year, and that makes sense. You know, who wants to write?
Nobody wants to owe.
Yeah, I mean, the last person you really want to owe is me. You don't want to owe me. You better off owing the IRS than owing me. I'll write it off, but I'm probably gonna cut you off too. You know, we done. So. Mr. Chauncey, when you look at that, you finally found out that you could legally lower your taxes on your job, bringing back more money for your household, for your family, and you validated that. We trust, but we verify, right? When you verified that, did you tell anybody?
Man, what? That's an understatement. I couldn't but tell somebody because me doing it brought back $1,200 back into our household. Of course, I'm telling people on that one, especially because here's the thing that's crazy. If I'm truly your friend and I don't tell you things like that, then you'll be able to hold that over my head like, oh, you seen I was out here struggling and you didn't share that with me.
Right.
But of course, now they say, well, before they know what I got back, they'll say things like, well, I got to see if it's working for you first. I'm like, okay, hey, yeah, this 1,200, hey, it's still hitting almost 5 years later. That $20-something thousand in credit card debt gone. Investment accounts, man. Hey, I can't max out, but so many more.
So your taxes, so lowering your taxes did all that?
Man, what? That's an understatement. It has changed not only my life, my kids' life.
Yeah.
Hey, my kids' lives. They're gonna be impacted by this right here. And it started just from one strategy of understanding, hey, I can actually change my taxes and do them correctly. Hey, how we always tell people, legally, morally, and ethically. Because, hey, first thing they want to say, oh, is that legal?
Yeah. And
then I point them to irs.gov. Well, what? What else you want to know? If I point to irs.gov, there you go.
So they didn't have a problem if it was legal. They didn't have a problem whether it was legal or not. That wasn't really the issue. They were trying to find out a reason why not to change it.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Ooh, you didn't see. You gonna remind me of something because it's scary because people, I guess, they get so stuck in complacency. They are so just used to it, and not just, man. So you remind me of a book. I gotta remember what it said. Oh, complacency in any area, spiritual, physical, financial, or otherwise, will keep you bound in the land of just enough. And that's where people get so stuck at, in the land of just enough. Where last I checked, we're supposed to be able to go into the land of milk and honey.
Milk and honey. I ain't know there was a land of just enough.
Hey. But a lot of people,
I didn't know that one either.
It's a land of just enough too.
I ain't heard of that one either.
I
like that, man.
I can't stand a land of just enough.
I like that, because it goes back to what James was saying. We accept less instead of God's best. God ain't got no. I don't know who created that land of just enough, but I don't think it was God.
Yo,
He might not.
Because
More
he
than
might not
enough.
mess with it.
More than enough.
Yeah, he might have
Abundant.
left it. Yeah, he might have left it over there so you can make a decision. You know what I'm saying? So you can make a choice if you want to be in abundance or just enough. But I don't think he created that one. I don't think that one. I think we created that one in our minds. I don't know. That falls in the land of I'm good. So James, good. You got something else, Chauncey?
No, man. Hey, you already know. I'm just gonna hush my mouth because you know I get excited.
No, man. I like that one, man.
I like that one too.
Check it out, man. I know what you do, but the people don't know what you do now. But before you started doing now what you do now, when you found out that you could correctly fill out that W-4 legally without going to 99 and getting in trouble, without having anything to fight with, without having any type of protection. When you found that out, did you tell anybody?
Man, I mulled over the concept for about 3 weeks straight. I was like to my wife about it every day. I'm like, baby, I ain't know this. Baby, I ain't know that. I said, look, if I can do this and I can make this work and I ain't got to go to the second job that I was about to go get, I'm like, shoot, everybody needs to know this. Literally after I got involved in understanding education, about 2 months later, I was flying to Atlanta for some more education. I got so excited. I needed more because if I thought to myself, if I don't know this, what the heck else do I not know? So I told any and everybody. Matter of fact, the first text I shot, and I know I wasn't supposed to do it, but when you do what new people do. I shot a text to my family. I shot a mad text. It was about to go 5, 7, 8, 9 of them on there. I said, look, we can start doing this. We can start doing that. Look, let's run it. Let's run the plan. The playbook is right here. Did you know? I ain't getting not one text back.
They said that worked
back to them because it took me 3 weeks to look at it consistently just to make the decision. So we get so used to the mundane. Like Chauncey was saying, we trade 1,000 cattle on a hill for 2 cattle to feed 1,000.
A rib. One rib.
One rib. And we ain't got Jesus nowhere in the mix to multiply that jump. So the biggest thing I heard really is it's a scam. And I thought about it. I'm like, you send people to the IRS, it really don't matter. Whatever our core beliefs are, we will act in some kind of harmony or disharmony with our actions. Whatever our core beliefs are, we're going to be in harmony or disharmony with the way we act. So when we say that we want to be wealthy, we want to be rich, but we don't take the time to find out what the wealthy and the rich are doing, that we're not. We're in disharmony with what we say we believe. It doesn't make any sense.
It's called double-minded.
Double-minded man.
Yeah.
Talked about that a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
And the right mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's got to be, your mindset has to change from the norm.
Because from what we thought was normal, we've been getting pumped up. You've been getting pumped up with all these societal drugs forever. Our diet has been, we've been, like Chauncey said, we've been getting fed just enough. We've been getting fed dead is good. We've been getting fed, keep on applying for these loans and credit cards. We've been fed, hey, if we want more money, go get a second job. We've been getting fed all these things. Go back to college and get a better education to get a better job where there's no advancement. I'm just saying for people out here who might be listening, all right? If your job does not have the type of advancement, why would you go to school for a job that not even going to advance you? That's another debt. So
we've also been fed,
go
and start multiple businesses without having to understand how to actually create one to its fullest.
Yeah, exactly.
Jobs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go and create multiple jobs, and you're not having income from one. That's what they said.
That's right.
They said that they had totals. They had multiple streams of income because they had multiple jobs, but they had a cap full of water, if that, and it costs more Man, listen, I don't want to get off topic. I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody on here, hold on, Miss Valerie Norfolk. She said people ask her, was it illegal?
Yeah.
I had that. Is it illegal? Well, I read somewhere. I don't know about y'all if you ever heard this, but I read somewhere that it's easier to continue to lie to somebody than it is to convince them or to prove to them that they've been lied to.
That's a good one.
That's
good.
It is. That's true. To tell somebody the same thing, and they're going to believe it because remember, from inside of our mother's wombs, a lot of this information has been taught to us. And I don't even want to make this. I don't even want to make this analogy, but we've been groomed. I'm gonna just leave it like that. We've been groomed to think a certain type of way.
Yeah, but we have.
That's true. That's true.
That picture that I showed y'all a couple of weeks ago about the debt and then the EBT inside the word debt.
Oh Lord.
See, anything attached to the government is going to bring you debt. Now, of course, debt came first and then the assistance came later. But if you look at it, when they had the Social Security back in 1935, I'm trying to tell y'all something. It was intended for poor kids and people who couldn't support themselves. That's one thing. But now we've made it creative. So I'm a grown man or a grown woman and I can't work.
Yeah. Woo.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna make some people mad because it upsets me because people are constantly in my inbox trying to help me out with my business. And they own. I'm telling you, you can make at least let's say $11,000. I'll be safe. Every state's different without even getting your benefits disrupted, y'all. Okay, check your own state out. So if you get some type of SSI, some type of SSA, whatever, you can make up to a certain amount without getting your benefits disrupted. Now I'm gonna ask y'all something. If you are in that position and you're on some type of government assistance and you want to get out of that system, then you need to create you something.
I think it's about 13,000, right, James?
It's different states.
Yeah, it's different states.
Different states. It can run anywhere between. I know in 2019 it was like $1,091 and went up to right at $12,000 a year. Sometimes it's
in our area it's 13.
It fluctuates because that's a state-run thing. But I want y'all to, when y'all get off the call, look at the word debt, and then take the D off. And then
because we get that question all the time. Well, I'm on SSI and I can't make but so much money. Dumb. Okay.
Right. But wouldn't an additional $300, $400, $500 a month, wouldn't that change your life?
Yeah.
See,
that's life changing.
But they have that mentality that I can't make but so much money because I'm on SSI or I'm on Social Security. Where
does that mentality come from? It's like I said,
it was taught.
If we're groomed in anything, we're groomed from the beginning to settle in God's best.
Right.
If we go back, not to take it here, but if we go back, we can't be tempted with anything that's right. We can only be tempted with the wrong mindset and the things that are wrong.
Absolutely.
Well, it goes back to that. We don't accept anything. We don't accept God's best. We don't try to strive for it.
Yeah, we ain't questioning that. We're not questioning that because it's comfortable. What you said, I ain't gonna do no work. Oh, I'm here. And so you're going back to why it is important and the advantages and the stories that we've heard. Now let's go back and talk about what are some advantages or disadvantages to getting a tax refund. I'm just asking anybody want to tackle that one? What are the advantages or disadvantages? You can do both to getting a refund.
You heard my disadvantage. I had a million reasons. I had a million reasons why not. And that's the crazy.
You gotta explain that, man. You gotta explain it.
You gotta break it down, though, Chauncey. That's why I need you to break it down, man.
Like I say, well, let's break it down. Let's do the math. Okay. my wife, we got back $1,200 a month. We've been married for, what is this? This will be year 18, 19.
Because she gonna see this.
Oh, man. Oh, she already know. We can have these conversations on a regular. She know. But do the math now. $1,200 a month. So, hey, good for math. Over about 20 years.
20 years?
Over 20 years.
Okay.
Now, let's also talk about this thing called compound interest.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Now, you do that with compound interest. Ouch. Let's just talk about the first year, compound interest. Hey, let's be frugal with it because we can say 8% easily, and easily we can say double digits. But hey, being frugal, we could say 8%. Okay. Now the next year, that 8%, it grows even more. Over 20 years, man, I'm getting sick over it, man. I'm getting real sick right now. I ain't reliving this. But that's why. And this what made it even worse. I think over the majority of that time, I was getting a $600 refund. Now, hear me out now. I said, me and my wife got back $1,200. Oh, wait, my bad. We got back a $600 refund at the end of the year. So you mean to tell me, hey, we only got half of what we got back for the month? We got a stimulus check. That's what we got. At the end of the year, we got a singular stimulus check. You want to say mad? I am mad.
But you're mad enough to do something about it, though.
Oh man, I had to. I had to. And now it's, man, whew. Hey, now, like I say, we it all transferred. Now this is just all about 5 years. It all transferred into doing 30% of the job I work right now. Also maxing out Roth for me and my wife. Oh, also investing for my kids. Hey, also paying my kids. So that $1,200 been gone that we're putting back into our household because of what I was actually able to learn. Yeah. So man, what I lost, if I would have known that, but I only want to talk about the past too much because I almost be ready to cry. But
I hear it in your voice.
What it's doing for my kids right now? It's probably good my camera don't work, man. I'll be over here crying. What's wrong with him? But what it's doing for my kids, because like you say, the environment, it changes the conversation at the dinner table. Because now, man, you probably heard my young one, my 8-year-old. He'll say it all the time. I ask her, how often we talk about money? All the time. Because it will not be a conversation where they don't understand this. It's for them, it's normal. When they go outside the house with their friends, they don't, man, if they was to talk to their friends about money, their friends would probably look at them like they are crazy. Like, how you know this? What you talking about that? So
there's nothing wrong with that. You're creating a normal for your children. That's the norms that we need to create. The conversation we need to have about money is at home. Under strict guidance and direction, and you knowing what's going on. So that, I mean, kudos to you for that, man. I checked out that number that compounded at 8%, and you fell a little bit short, but you're right. Inflation else would have helped you, push you right on over that million. So at 10% compound, you get a little more than that, brother. Yeah.
Hey, that's why I had to stop right there.
I ain't gonna drive that nail in the coffin. I'm not gonna do that.
Man.
Check it out.
It's people out there doing 40 years. Like
40 years.
Yeah.
So
If
now
they know.
and they don't even have $100,000. See, man, I don't even want to take it to another whole nother conversation, but they don't even have $100,000 saved for retirement. But they're gonna give away $2 million.
Ooh.
At least
2 million. At least.
That's the scary part. At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, imagine me. You know, I'm 70 years old. I only learned this information 8 years ago. So look at all the money I've given away.
Yeah.
I mean, man, Chauncey, I got you beat. I ain't gonna even do the numbers. It may make me mad.
Hey, don't do them. Don't do them. Yeah, that tells you just
I ain't even doing the numbers. And I've been working since I was 16. You know, and yes, I've been working. I mean, I grew up in the country, so I worked on the farm. But when I came to the city when I was 16, I got my first job at 16. I've been working since I've been 16 and still working. So imagine how much money I lost.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
anybody who's catching this, you know, and we're coming in on this part. What you got to understand is we're talking about personal financial success.
Mm-hmm.
You need cash flow to make that happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, the reason why we can get so emotional about this is because we all want to get to a point where we buy, build, or grow an asset that we can stop working from, because that's supposed to be the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be the global dream, not the American dream.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I was looking at the statistics, and I pulled this up real quick. The 2020 filing statistic for the IRS.
Go ahead and share your screen, James.
Okay. And I want to make this a point because, you know, Ms. Bertha's talking about what she's lost and not want to come up with the numbers. And Mr. Reed is talking about the same thing. So I want to make this clear as I find my tab. I got a lot of tabs open.
That sounds like me. Eric, always close that tab, Ms. Winston. I always had too many tabs open.
Can you see it, Mr. Can you see it, Eric?
It popped up to the ad stream, but you should be able to share it yourself. If not, I'll share it.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right, cool. So let's look at this number right here. In 2019, the IRS received $155 million. Well, look at this number, right?
Woo.
$322 billion in refunds. Now, what you gotta understand is this, okay? A refund is not always an overpayment. For most, it is an overpayment. But for them, this is 100% money they got to give back. For 2020, $320 billion. So how many more Jameses, Erics, Liliths, and Chauncey's are out there where you did not know that you didn't know? And that's the worst part. It's not what you don't know. It's what you don't know that you should know. $320 billion. They're paying back year after year after year after year. And all you doing is getting back your change. Mr. Reed was talking about how it was $1,200 a month. What if he got himself debt-free in 5 years? 5 of those 20 he was talking about. And now he invests in $3,000 or $4,000 a month. You're talking about $2, $3, $4 million assets that we got the ability to create, but we don't know what we don't know.
We don't know what we don't know. That's mind-boggling right there.
Wow. And I was excited.
They could afford to give a stimulus. That little chump change they trying to give out ain't even a stimulus.
So all the viewers, and thank you for cleaning it up, James, because you must have been reading my mind, because I was going to actually come in as a professional on the call to actually clean this up and tell the audience what we were actually doing. I want everyone to hear this. You now see that you have power. You have power in this. But if it doesn't have any ink, and if there's no knowledge behind what you're going to write, then all you have is another paperweight. All you have is another dart that you're going to throw at something. We have the power. Now we need the knowledge, because it's the applied knowledge that's power. The Properly applied knowledge. That's
properly applied knowledge.
When we get on these calls, we're getting on these calls to educate, to inform, so people can make informed decisions. Because for so long, we've been making decisions based off of what someone told us, not what we verified, not what we can prove. And we're getting links to places like the IRS, and people are still saying no, no, no. Well, guess what? Yes, yes, yes. You can deny all you want to. It's your choice. If you decide that you want to get your refund at the beginning of the next year or at the middle of the next year, whenever they decide to release it, that's your choice. Yeah, I have to say that because there's people who are going to be getting checks cut in May,
Right?
Some in June, maybe even in July. By the time some people get their checks cut, it's going to be time to file again, y'all. I want to put this in perspective so you can understand that you're an adult and it's time for us to take responsibility so we can start building wealth. And we have the assets available to do it, but what we're doing is casually allowing someone else to babysit our money, our interest on it, and then give us what they want us to have. That is called leftovers, scraps or crumbs. And if you're good with that, then I'm cool with you. If that's what you want. But if you're looking for something different, something better, an opportunity to do more for yourself and for your family, you need to really consider getting with somebody that's on this call so they can help to point you in the right direction. We're talking about why are they comfortable with getting a refund at the end of the year? Why are they comfortable with not adjusting the W-4, correcting the W-4, or actually having more allowances that they can actually leverage to keep more of their money? Nobody's trying to talk over anybody's head. We're simply trying to educate and inform, because there's a lot of people out there that will lead you to believe, and a lot of them are tax professionals, I just got to say this, they will lead you to believe that you have to do this way. They will lead you into the dark and leave you there. I'm not a tax pro. That's not my lane. However, I'm educated enough to know, like James said, to keep on reading, to find out what else I don't know. Find someone who's like-minded, who is willing to educate you so you can get a better life. Can't do it for you, but we can show you what the answers are. And they're usually right there in that book, but we don't want to read. It's usually right there where somebody's reading it for us, but remember, one word can change the whole meaning of something. So we come to the top of the hour, and I want everybody to be encouraged to let them know that, this is what we call, or what I like to call, Financial Freedom Friday. And somebody saw something on somebody's timeline about money, maybe starting in a business or maybe investing. Somebody said something about lowering your taxes or fixing your credit. Whatever somebody said, just being educated more educated on your money, having a relationship with your money. See, too many people don't have a relationship with their money.
They got one. It's a love-hate relationship.
It's a what, gang?
It's a love-hate relationship.
See, I was in the zone. I was trying to be serious. I like to laugh, man. That was just, you're right. It's a love-hate relationship. And a lot of people have allowed other things to dictate where their money's going. If you don't respect your money gonna walk up and leave. It's gonna leave via taxes. It's gonna leave via debt. It's gonna leave via big business. It's gonna leave via inflation. It's your money. So we encourage you to take a look at what we're talking about. Just take a look at it. If it makes sense, inquire about it. Inquire about how you can improve your personal finances. This is about cash flow. At the end of the day, if you have no cash, like Pastor Greg said, everybody got cash flow. It's either negative, neutral, or positive.
Yeah.
Got to find out where you want to be with your cash flow. So I think that's it, man. Let me make this screen. I ain't know the screen can get this big though, man. This screen real big now. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So,
and your money gonna make somebody wealthy, so why not you?
May as well be you. It may as well be you. Hey, listen, we got a call tomorrow. It's gonna be an amazing call tomorrow. I'm super uber excited. As a matter of fact, I want to share something with y'all right quick. If y'all don't mind, I want to share something with y'all quick because we got a phenomenal guest that decided to say, hey, listen, I'm going to show up tomorrow. I'll be up bright and early. I want to invite y'all to what we're doing tomorrow. So for those of you who don't know, we got a guest that's coming tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This gentleman is coming to meet with us and hang out with us for a little while. Open up, says me. All right. So we got the co-founder of our MyEcon, Mr. Ivy Stokes, is coming to join us tomorrow, Saturday, February 27th at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all see the list of presenters that are going to be on the call. Call is being hosted by myself and my wife, but we got a whole bunch of associates, business owners, friends, and family that's going to be on here talking about this information. But it kicks off at 9:45 a.m. Get there early, get your seat, RSVP. I'm going to share it again on my page, but you can RSVP at www.nationaldb.net/events. Mr. Stokes is going to get on the call. He's going to give us some words of encouragement. He's going to also give us some insight to why we need to be doing what we're doing. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to get on the call, share this with somebody, like it, share it, tag somebody. Make sure you get on there because somebody's going to be blessed with the information that we're sharing. Somebody will be blessed. We're going to be talking about taxes and how to legally lower them. We're going to be talking about credit and how to repair it yourself. We're going to be talking about how to get you some additional income. We're going to be talking about different things like that. So 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to conclude our call for the night. Thank y'all for joining us. We got Miss Bertha Winston, Miss Lillis Lumpkins, Mr. Chauncey Reed, Mr. James Hall, and yours truly, Eric McKinley, Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. And we'll see y'all at the top.
It's too many people struggling at the bottom.
Yeah. Yes. Y'all have a blessed one.
Y'all be blessed. See y'all in the morning.
In the morning. Y'all take care.
Good night.
Good night.